Hello guys, Tech here. So I'm doing a little bit of freeway in this fine morning. Let's see if you can hear, but I thought about a topic to talk to you guys, since today doesn't rain and I can finally take the microphones out and talk. So the topic today is something that's a bit controversial, and you have basically two camps: the ones that like it and the ones that say that that's not riding a motorcycle, that's letting a computer riding a ride for you. And I'm talking about and I'm talking about rider aids, or nannies as most people refer to them. And my take on this is in the name of the channel. I'm a rider tech. I'm rider tech because I love technology, and I'm pretty much pro anything nanny related, with a little caveat. And the main caveat is this: you should be allowed to switch it off. I know that most of the that's a huge hole. I know that most of the nannies are security related, and most people don't like those nannies because they say they cannot feel the bike feels different. You have throttle lag, stuff like that. And that's true, because basically on newer bikes you have throttle by wire, so basically it's a digital throttle input. It's not cable actuated like this one, and as such you can sometimes be a jerk to the throttle, and the bike will not respond. It will not do stuff that an old bike would do, and that's a problem for newer riders, because if they ever pick up a bike without those features, they could have an accident, and that's the main reason for the argument that you should learn to ride a bike without nannies. But there's the other side of the coin, and that's that those nannies will prevent someone that doesn't know better for doing shit that will cause them to crash. A bike with cornering ABS and traction control and all that jazz will basically allow a rider to pass his limits and don't suffer the consequences of that. It's not a miracle. It doesn't transform you into a Rossi, but it will help a lot of people in case they screw up. And that's my main take on this. I love these technologies because they allow you to explore without the crazy crashes. And there's another thing: as bike technology progresses, you get more and more horsepower, and you actually need the technology to tame the bikes. There are bikes out there that, if they had no technology, they would be widowmakers. They would kill people, because you crack the throttle, and if you don't have perfect traction conditions, you lose traction. And most of the times, if you lose traction and you don't know what to do, you go down. And if you go down in traffic, the probability of someone doesn't running you over is pretty high, especially in a freeway like this. People don't give space, so if you go down, the probability of someone running you over or not seeing you at all, it's very high, very high. So I'm pro nannies, and my favorite ones are some of those that people tend to don't like. And my favorite ones are the anti-wheelie control and the traction control. And why is that? Because they forgive the inexperienced rider on the thing that will most likely take you to the ground. I don't mention ABS because ABS is mandated in Europe, so we cannot buy bikes with ABS. Most bikes will even not allow you to switch ABS off. So that's that. Cornering ABS it's a nice feature, and it's one of those that people that do track days want to take the ABS out, because if you know what you're doing, the ABS will upset your suspension, it will upset your braking. But if you don't, it will probably save your bacon, because it will stop the bike from sliding under you. So that's it. Now back to my 125. 125s, do 125s need any kind of traction control, any kind of nannies? Yes and no. Sorry. Yes and no. And that's only one case that you need any kind of nanny, and that's traction control for wet conditions. Only that. You don't have any power to break traction for stupid shit, but you have enough power to break traction if you catch some kind of wet pavement. In Portugal there's a lot of cobblestone, so cobblestone roads are a problem. Those you will actually thank someone for having traction control. And if you notice on some scooters, some 125 scooters that are designed for city use, the PCX for example, they actually have traction control in the newer models. And the main reason is that because you actually don't have the power to break traction by throttle, but you could actually lose traction by road conditions, and that's a way to save your customers. And that's it, guys. Main point is technology is there to save your bacon when you do stupid shit. I know that some of you are pro Darwin Awards, and if you do stupid shit, you should suffer the consequences. But you need to remember that if a lot of people die on motorcycles, there will be some guy that will say motorcycles are unsafe and you should not allow people to drive them or ride them. So it's better to keep the nannies and be allowed to switch them off. So if you do a track day, or if you want to slide a bit, you should be able to switch stuff off. But for the most common guy, you just don't need to touch stuff. You just need to keep it on and ride to work, ride on your weekends, do your trips, and allow the technology to save you. It exists for that reason. That's it, guys. That's the topic that I was brought you guys today on this boring ride, because highway is boring. At least on a 125. In a bigger bike you can actually do a little bit more speed, but I feel like most of the time that I'm on the freeway, I'm doing chess, because you need to anticipate what people will do to pass them, and that's very very dangerous if you are not aware of what people are doing. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you.